for some football, and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick, and we're off from MetLife. He'll begin his return from the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the things that I know Brian Dable and the Giants loved about Jackson Dart is every step of his career. From high school in Utah to USC to Ole Miss, he just kept getting better and better and better. How about the first QB to lead Ole Miss Rebels to back-to-back 10-win seasons in over 80 years? That's what they're getting in their first-round pick.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
From the gun, here's Dart. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
First, you try to run it. Second, you try to throw it. And both times, you end up behind your own line of scrimmage. Break out the coffee along the sideline. Get everybody a dose of caffeine, because one side came to play, and the other better wake up.
Third and long for him here. They want him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll take it in short of midfield. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season, and the injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. First down. Here's Dak. Lamb has another one. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. Dak throwing again. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Now, that partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. That one's complete, right side. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go. The Giants are set to punt. He's got it at the 24. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, or quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
First down. Yeah.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down run by Davis. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. And with less than a yard to go here, they're leaving the offense out there. Going forward, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. But let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Tight end in motion right. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They go right back to Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. 1st and 10, here's Prescott. This fine Schoolmaker complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
He's got it on the bootleg. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to get that one to C.D. Lamb. And now it's 3rd and short. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's incomplete over the middle.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Going deep here for the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! Cowboys take a 20-zip lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he is hit well behind the line. It goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dart setting in the throw here. Dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Punt meets him at the 28. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Dak off the play fake. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys running away with it in the 2nd quarter. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Giants nothing.
this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
They'll cobble together a yard there. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. Only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Darts out of the shotgun. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute, and will continue to do so.
Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 33. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Play action, Prescott. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Yeah, here we go.
1st and 10, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Dak. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get more points to end a lopsided first half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the third quarter right away. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Cowboys and CD Lamb headed back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30. Starting this drive with a design run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
They went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13.
There we go.
Prescott now off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 29-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on first is Prescott. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Prescott now on third down. On him quick, and they bring him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
That's why these coaches get paid, King, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
Yeah!
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. And they got home. Sacked him on fourth down. We got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. New set of downs from 37. On first down, here's Dart. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now, we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready! Cougar 19! Hot!
On play action with Dart. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Leads to second down at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now!
From the gun, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
It's now third down
Let's go.
and long.
Nike 18!
Third and long for him here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys trying to end this before the final quarter. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His third through the air this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants offense all set to get started. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Come on.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive.
Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Dart now. Jump off, caught by his back. Wow, they sent him backwards all 3 plays, Brock. That should pretty clearly bring out the punting unit. Let's see.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Fielded just ahead of midfield. Crosses the 40. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Yeah!
Play action now for Prescott. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tack on 7 more to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 18-yard line.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
Let's go now.
Dart looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Rocco switch.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the 4th quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Come on. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Back to throw. Here starts. Caught by Theo Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
70.
Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
Pretty clear case of the QB not finding anything open downfield, just trying to improvise, make something out of nothing. Quarterbacks not known for keeping as good a grip on that ball as the runners, and he's got to punch free pretty easily for the turnover.
The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Lamb brings it in yet again. Again, he's got room. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
It's a gain of 48 yards. First down, Dallas.
From the red zone now. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. George Pickens, the intended target. So it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the air, Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throwing again, Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. George Pickens, the touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
AT card.
Dart from the pistol. Don't try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
Another run for Williams. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run. Davis. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. On first and 10, here's Dart. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down.
That's
what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Let's go.
Darts out of the shotgun. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Come on, set. Hawks, 70, Hawks.
Here he goes, third and long. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Bringing the offense up to the line, first and 10.
And the Giants, first down.
Dart setting in to throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. To throw, here's Dart. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
Now Dart. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow.
28 yards.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. Return amounts to much. They bring him down. The Cowboys and CD Lamb headed back out on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He'll come up on first and 10.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 20.
They're going to pass it here. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. No problems on the extra point there. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here's start now. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And if they could play at this level every time out, now their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New